In this video, I'm going to show you how to add a requisition. I'm going to sign in as a store manager. Select number 4 inventory off the home menu. Select purchase order menu off the inventory menu. And select add a requisition off of the purchase order menu. I'm going to press enter through the purchase order number, and you'll notice the system automatically generates the number for you. You want to enter the vendor you're ordering the items from to place in the ship from. You can enter a few letters of the vendor name like ASH and press enter in the ship from field, or if you don't know the vendor to enter, then press enter with your cursor at the ship from field and a vendor list will pop up. Select the vendor from this list. If you need to move forward in the list, you can press the F1 key to move forward. If you need to move back in the list, you can press the F2 key. If you need to check address information to ensure you're picking the right vendor, you can press F5 to unfold the vendor list to include the addresses, and you can press F5 again to toggle and fold the addresses off so they don't display. Please do not add or change vendors here. If you need one added or changed, contact your purchasing department to do this for you. You want to select your vendor and press enter so you advance to the ship to field. I am going to select Ashley Furniture. I've highlighted it and I'm going to press enter and it brings in the information. At the ship to field, I can input by customer or store. In this example, we are going to go to a store. So I will press enter and enter the store number and press 1 and press enter. And it brings in the store information. My cursor is now at the type field. I will press enter through type to leave the word requisition here. I will press enter through today's date. I'm going to leave my employee number in the buyer field. I'm going to leave today's date in the required field. Your company may have the policy that they want you to put the date in that you will need the inventory. If so, then you change the date. Otherwise, you accept today's date. I pressed enter and it brings me to a requisition comment area where I can add comments if needed. I've added a comment. I'm going to press F9 and it takes me to the ordering screen. Here I will enter a quantity that I'm ordering, 2, and press enter. I'm going to select a model number that I'm ordering and press enter. I can enter the model number or I can enter a few characters of the description. I'm going to enter living room 3 and press enter. I'm going to press enter to select the default of description to bring the list up by, and all living rooms starting with living room 3 will appear. I am going to choose the furniture living room Ashley item off this list, and if you notice it is living room group, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and select it and bring it into the requisition. I'm going to enter through the fabric code, enter through the color code, enter through the required date, enter through the ship to field, and if I need to add comments to this particular model number, I will press a Y here at the C for comment column, and the cursor will go to the bottom of the screen where I can type in any comments for this item. I've typed in my comment and I'm pressing enter. It takes me to the next comment line. If you need to enter a comment that you do not want displayed on the actual purchase order, then you can preface the comment with the period. For example, this is a comment that will not print on the PO because I have prefaced it with the period. I'm done entering my comments, so I'm going to press F9. Now I am back at the quantity field where I'm ready to enter another item for this requisition. I'm going to enter the quantity of 1 and press enter. I'm going to enter the next model number. I'm going to select M so that it lists it by model number. And if you notice, it didn't start with that particular model number, so this model number is not in the RSSS system. I'm going to F8 and enter living room. Press the enter key and press enter to accept the D for look by description, so it brings up a list for me. I want to enter something very close to this Auburn item here, FLXXX 7700. So I'm going to highlight that and press enter to bring it in to this requisition. I'm going to press enter through fabric, through color, through required, through ship to, and yes, I want to enter a comment. I am prefacing this comment with the period because this is the particular model number that I need ordered, and I'm giving them some more information to the purchasing department so they know what to order for me. I'm going to press F9 after I enter this comment. Store managers, I would like you to note that store managers, zone managers, and certain levels of management can't add model numbers. Once this store manager sends this requisition up to their zone manager or their upper management, they will roll this requisition up to purchasing. Purchasing can create model numbers, and they will add it to the requisition and approve it and turn it into the purchase order to be processed. I want you to note that this needs to remain a requisition all the way up to purchasing. Purchasing will turn this into the official purchase order to be processed. Let's add one more item here. I'm going to enter living room, press enter at the D for description, and I'm going to pick a flash living room. Here, I'll pick this one right here and press enter. I have no comments that I want to add on that item, so I'm going to go ahead and press F9. I have completed all my model numbers that I wanted to add on this requisition, so I'm going to press F9 again when I'm done entering. At the Any More Changes prompt, I am going to enter at the No. We are now prompted to submit this requisition for approval. You want to enter a Y if you're ready to send it on, or you can enter a No if you want to add more items onto this requisition later on. Once you enter the Y, the system validates the requisition, and the requisition is now on the approver sheet that you key here. I'm going to put the approver 1031. You have the option to print the requisition. You can enter a Y to print it, or you can press enter at the No if you do not want to print it. Let's enter a Y, and you're prompted for the printer prompt. I am going to accept the default printer and press enter. If you want to print the requisition again, you can enter a Y and reprint it again. I will press enter to accept the No at this question at this point. The requisition has been completed, and you are taken back to begin entering another requisition. If you are done entering requisitions at this point, press F8 to back out of the menu and go officially all the way back to the home menu. I'm going to go ahead and back out all the way to the home menu. This concludes the video on adding a requisition.